Before we bow our heads and lift our hearts to God, let's take a moment to pause. Let's quiet our minds, set aside the distractions of the day, and focus on the one who holds our lives in his hands. Tonight, we come together not just to speak words, but to pour out our hearts, to seek God's protection, strength, and courage for someone so precious, our son. Parenting is a journey filled with joy, challenges, and countless moments of love. But it's also a journey where we realize how much we need God's guidance and grace. We can't always be there to shield our children from every storm, but we know the one who can. God sees our son, knows his heart, and has a plan for his life that is greater than anything we could imagine. So tonight, let's come before the Lord with gratitude for the gift of our child, with faith in his promises, and with trust in his perfect will. Whether your son is young or grown, near or far, this prayer is for him. It's a reminder that no matter where he is or what he's facing, God is with him, protecting him, strengthening him, and filling him with courage. Let's pray together. Dear Father in heaven, as the sun dips below the horizon and the world grows quiet, I come to you with a heart overflowing with love for my son. Tonight, I surrender him into your hands, trusting in your infinite wisdom and boundless grace. You know every detail of his life, his joys, his struggles, his hopes, and his fears. You knit him together in his mother's womb, and you have called him by name. Tonight, I ask for your divine protection to shield him, your strength to sustain him, and your courage to embolden him as he grows into the man you created him to be. Lord, your word declares in Psalm 121, 7-8, the Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. I cling to this promise tonight. I pray that your protection would envelop my son like a cloak of light. Guard him physically, Lord. Keep him safe from accidents, illness, and danger. Protect him emotionally. Shield his heart from discouragement, anxiety, and the wounds of this world. Defend him spiritually. Arm him against temptation, doubt, and the lies of the enemy. Surround him with your angels, Lord. Let them stand at every corner of his life, turning back any harm that might threaten him. When he walks through dark valleys or faces uncertainty, remind him that you are his shepherd, Psalm 23, verse 1. Let him feel your rod and staff, comforting him, guiding him back to safety. Protect his friendships, Lord. Surround him with people who reflect your love and wisdom. Guard his mind from negativity, comparison, and fear. Teach him to put on the armor of God daily, the belt of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, the shield of faith, and the sword of the Spirit. Ephesians 6:10-18. Father, life is not always easy. There will be days when my son feels weary, when challenges seem insurmountable, and when the weight of the world presses on his shoulders. In those moments, remind him that his strength does not come from his own abilities, but from you. As Isaiah 40:31 says, "Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." I pray you would strengthen his character, Lord. When he faces failure, teach him resilience. When he experiences success, keep him humble. When he is tempted to compromise, Give him the fortitude to stand firm. Strengthen his resolve to pursue excellence in all he does, in his studies, his work, and his relationships. Help him to persevere through trials, knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character. Romans 5:3-4. Strengthen his heart, Lord. When disappointment comes, remind him that you are close to the brokenhearted. Psalm 34:18. When he feels alone, assure him that you will never leave him nor forsake him. Deuteronomy 31:6. When he doubts his worth, whisper to his spirit that he is fearfully and wonderfully made. Psalm 139:14. Let him find strength in your word, in prayer, and in the quiet moments when he feels your presence near. Lord, courage is not the absence of fear, but the choice to trust you in spite of it. I pray that my son would embody the courage of David facing Goliath, Esther approaching the king, and Daniel in the lion's den. Let him know that with you, he is never outnumbered, never unprepared, and never without hope. Give him the courage to stand for truth in a world that often celebrates compromise. When others mock his faith, give him boldness to speak your name with love. When injustice surrounds him, stir in him a passion to defend the vulnerable, just as Jesus did. When he feels small or inadequate, remind him that you chose him and equipped him for such a time as this. Esther 4:14. Courage, Lord, to pursue his God-given dreams, even when the path is uncertain. Courage to take risks, to step out of his comfort zone, and to trust that you will catch him if he falls. Courage to admit his mistakes, to seek forgiveness, and to grow from his failures. Courage to love deeply, even when it means risking hurt. Above all, courage to surrender his plans to you, knowing that your ways are higher than his own. Isaiah 55:8-9. Father, you have ordained every day of my son's life. Psalm 139:16. I pray that you would reveal your purpose for him in your perfect timing. Tonight, I surrender my fears for his future. I choose to trust you, knowing that your plans for him are good, plans to prosper him and not to harm him. Jeremiah 29:11. When worry creeps in, remind me that you hold him in the palm of your hand. Teach me to pray without ceasing, to release control, and to celebrate every step he takes toward you. In Jesus' mighty name, I pray. Amen.